many testimony about how God will do exceedingly and abundantly more than what you ask for. And so on my last videos, I was speaking about losing everything. And a couple of my family members, before I get off track, a couple of my family members saw my video and kind of got upset that I said I had peace with the fact that I lost everything and the dog. But and maybe because usually, like, if this would have happened to me, the old me a few years ago, I would have zapped. I would have, which they say, crashed out. I would have crashed out, you know. But I'm not gonna say I enjoy being broke, because that's what I am, broke as hell. Thank God for my best friend and his mama, you know, and my real friends, you know, my brothers. I'm not gonna name them. I'm gonna show them to y'all later on in my content. But you know, I was down to nothing, like, yeah. And so ego was playing with me at first. Like, oh, you always work for yourself. How you gonna go and work for somebody else? And, you know, like, I went to school for a few things, so I can do just about anything, you know, but my mind playing with me and playing with me, and every day is getting closer to the interview day. Something, you know, else is like nagging at me, telling me it's been so long since you worked. And then, like, the stigma of having me, I be forgetting that 420 is legal in Maryland now. I had my business way before it was legal. She bakes it. And so when I did the resume, I left that off my resume. And I was so nervous. Even this morning, I was thinking, like, should I even go in here? They probably hire somebody else that's younger, or, you know. And so no, I didn't put She Bakes It or the Goody Spot on my resume. But so when I finally get there, I'm nervous the whole way there. Everything keep telling me, like, I forgot to print out my resume. And then it was just too damn cold for dress slacks. So some dark jeans and a nice, you know, button up and cute little sweater over it. And I was like, you know, it's been so long since I went to a job interview, because I worked for myself for so long, and then I was a housewife for so long. So my mind is like taking it back when I used to go for interviews, you know, for jobs back then. And I'm like, it's too cold to be wearing some slacks. And the slacks I have with the lining in them, I guess, you know, they just don't fit right. And I wasn't wearing those. So threw on some dark jeans and nice little button down and cute little, you know, sweater on there. And I went in there. And I'm talking about the whole way there in my mind, like, they ain't even gonna hire you. You wasting your time. Don't. I wouldn't even do that. Go apply somewhere else. And you send your resume out every day, and you just gonna jump on the first thing that call you. And this is what my mind is saying, which is the enemy, you know. And so I'm like, let me just go anyway, because my godson mom hooked me up with the job, like, told me about the job. And that's one thing, if you know me, I don't embarrass my people. You know, so I wasn't gonna make her look bad. So I go in there and I sit down, and it's two younger dudes, you know. So at first I got a little intimidated, like, oh, my old ass, they is not gonna give me this job. They're gonna hire somebody that's, you know, their age or whatever. And we talking and they asking about my availability, and I'm like, sir, I'm available. I need a job. And the actual position I applied for, so they were hiring for that, and that was like a part-time position. That's what I went to interview for. So my nervousness after he asked was I available, I don't know. It's like when I'm nervous, I make jokes. Everything I was saying, I was being real. Like, I'm available all the time. I don't have no kids. My kids grown. And what else he asked me? Something else. I forgot. But when I answered them, I was answering honest, and they were in there cracking up. Like, I was in here, like, telling them, like, listen, I thought I was going to puke on my way in here. So give me a second. Then I'm like, let me check and make sure my, lace laid. I said, I'll be right back. Ran in the bathroom, freshened my face up and stuff, and I came out there. And we talking and everything, and they just cracking up, and I'm being dead ass serious. Like, bro, you want to give me this job? I need a job. So they say, what experience do you have in this, that? And I was like, well, I didn't put it on my application because I didn't think that I thought it would be frowned upon that I sold cannabis edibles for 12 years. And, I haven't worked in an establishment. I worked in my home from my kitchen. And I let him see my business pages on Instagram. And they laugh, and I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Screwed yourself. They came back, and they was like, yeah, we want you for a different position, and it pays this much. And, man, listen, I was doing a runner man inside. Like, and all I could think was, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Because the whole time, the enemy was playing with me this morning and telling me, like, girl, you might as well just stay home because, they ain't gonna hire you. You gonna jump on the first thing that call. Like, my mind was playing with me this morning like no other. And I prayed. And I said, God, if this is for me, bless it. If it's not, let it pass me by. And I literally walked in there and had a good job within like a 10-minute interview. And a bunch of laughing. I was being dead ass serious. Like, y'all act like the economy not messed up. I said, I don't want a job. I don't want to come and punch a clock. And, none of that. I don't think none of us do. But thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So I just look at things now like, surrender it all. Surrender it all. Give it all to him. I had to. I kept trying to save my business, trying to save my relationship with my kids, and trying to save this, and trying to do everything in my own power. And I had more faith in myself than I did in God. And I think that's what he showed me. When I got tired, when I said I don't know what to do and I just can't, and it felt like everything connected to me was trying to turn on me. That was blood. I'm not talking about, I have an awesome tribe. I have an awesome friend circle. But like when I started, when I say y'all, everything that could have bothered a person's peace was happening. And I kept working, and I kept trying, and I kept hustling, and I kept grinding, and I kept on. And like I was to the point of kissing my kids' ass just to, and I just got tired, and I walked away from a lot. I gave up. And I gave it to God. And I'm so grateful I did it. So grateful. And it might not seem a lot to y'all, but when you have so much self-doubt playing with your mind and, other circumstances and other things, and, don't listen to that voice. Don't listen to that voice. Call on God, because that's what I did. The voice was so loud in my mind voice, but the voice was so loud, almost to the point it was antagonistic, telling me I was not going to get this job. And I put my earbuds in and put on, I watched the Smart Christian channel, and then I watched, what's my man? Charles Stanley. And I just had to, hear the word. And then I put my gospel playlist on my way there. When I got there, I did not expect to be funny, but they were cracking up. The dude that just texted me just now, that was that little beep y'all heard, saying he enjoyed the interview. Well, baby, I do too. Thank you for the job. And like, I had this much doubt and this much faith. And when they say your faith, excuse my nail, I broke it. They said all you need is the faith of the size of a mustard seed. That's all I had. That's all I had. I had to call and lean on God. This morning, I had to lean on God. You know, He made it happen. I literally went in there for a part-time position, and I was doubting so much. I applied for a position I knew I could do with ease, paid okay, but not like the one they saw that I was fit for. Once I just once I said something like, yeah, no, I'm straight. I bake. I'm in the kitchen, and then I just came out and I said it like, listen, I slid my iPhone across the table and I was like, these my two businesses. The Goody Spot and She Bakes It. I said, that's what they were. These the two. And I'm out of business now because people cannot afford luxury or things that's not a necessity right now. I said, so that's why I'm here. I need a job. They looked at them pages and scrolling. And dude was like, can you be here Tuesday at 10 o'clock? I said, I sure can. And told me what I had to have, and that's what's up. So, yeah, I'm okay. I'm grateful. I'm so thankful. And shout out to Miss DoDash. Thank you. Because I was like so timid. I don't know if y'all can notice even now. I don't really look at the camera. I don't know. I hate my voice on video. And then it's like, I was kind of shy until I just follow her, and y'all follow DoDash because if you thinking about it and you you skeptical if you gonna do it, follow her. She will encourage you, and she make it fun, and she show you little tips and tricks. And thank you, Miss DoDash, again. But to the rest of y'all, all it takes is enough faith in God the size of a mustard seed. All it takes is to remember when that stuff, when all that doubt and you can't, all my life people told me what I can't do. And I've done it. And I do it. And I do it twice. Sometimes take pictures. But when something or anything or anybody telling you what you can't do or what you done fell off, you probably forgot this, you older now. Like when those doubts was coming in my mind, I called on my Father. That little mustard seed worth of faith. I trust God. I trust Him with everything. And so that's why the little discouraging voices this morning was like, huh? Oh, okay, this is not from God. Let me go to my Father with this and let Him know your will be done in my life. Your will be done. And if it's not your will, I don't want it. And it was His will. He did exceedingly and abundantly. Like, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful.